Mayor Bill de Blasio says it's no longer acceptable to be proud to be gay. He has canceled New York Pride. Jay Sabs is with us in the house. Completely unfair, Janine. I don't think that gay people should feel any less proud than they did before coronavirus. Your thoughts on this epic announcement from Mayor Bill de Blasio?
This is horrible. Horrible news.
Uh,
Why?
why?
Because I used to get all these stories after Pride Parade.
Oh, is that right?
The things that used to go on. Woo!
Pride Parade, yeah, is I've never been. I'm assuming you've never been. It's insane from what I
No,
hear.
it is.
I did the Halloween parade in the village, and that was too much for me to handle. And that's just a Halloween parade.
I did that once as well. Oh, it was amazing though.
Was it?
Oh, yes.
All right, let me tell you my Halloween story, and then we'll get back to Pride. Uh, I'm working for CBS FM at the time. We line up in the parade, right? We're down there in the village. We're going to drive the van through. We have no business being there. We have no float. We have no speakers. We have no nothing. It's just drive the stupid van through the parade route, right? We are turning out now. They line you up. I forget what avenue it's on, Fifth or whatever it is. They line you up down the streets, and you have to turn out onto the avenue. But people also at a certain point just get to march in the Halloween parade. So for whatever reason, they decided I don't want to wait anymore, and they started marching, and we got stuck mid-turn, just coming out, to get onto the avenue to go down the route. We got stuck behind, I kid you not, this massive swinger sex bus where they were shooting some, and this is like 12 years
Bang
ago,
Bros.
15 years ago. Yeah, I mean, it literally was like I don't remember what the website was, but I just remember the most insane sexual activities going on this like which that didn't bother me so much, but the fact that they were on this like refurbished, disgusting, dirty bus that they like
Ugh.
hand painted, it was just so skeevy. And we literally were stuck behind that for I think like 2.5 hours before they finally let us go. And when they finally let us go, there was nobody there to watch it because they all like kind of just jumped on the wave of people that were walking in the parade. So that was literally my entire
Oh,
and whatever they were doing, like they had like and this is like I don't even know if Twitter was even a thing yet. Like they had organized it with like people that were in the buildings there because they knew where to look, and there were people having like their own remote sex parties in the first floor buildings, because they would know where to go. Like they would know, like they were shouting out, okay, everybody on the left. And then we'd crawl up a little bit more. And sure enough, there'd be like some people banging in the window, up on the left. It was like this insane thing. So that
so
was,
like a synchronized like sex party,
yeah, it was the
basically.
craziest. I was like, this isn't even Halloween. This is just like, it was
Just
so
National
bizarre.
Horny Day.
It was National Horny Day all over again. Yeah.
Oh, well, that
So,
sounds fun.
what was your pride story?
Well, there's things that have gone on. Oh, um, did you ever see that movie, Human Centipede?
No. Now I'm afraid to answer.
Take a look.
All right, I'll Google. Now I'm afraid to answer. Now I'm afraid that they're not going to run the right ads on YouTube if we keep
Exactly.
going down this
You said
road
this
of,
is a family show, right?
yeah,
So,
well, somewhat family-ish show. Yeah, it's funny though. What I find interesting is we all know this stuff is coming, but yet we're still pretty devastated when it happens, when it affects our little like neck of the woods.
it's
Like
true.
the Irish people and the people that just love St. Patrick's Day, they were so pissed when St. Patrick's got canceled. And we all knew Pride was coming up and kind of knew it was going to happen, but still like the response on Twitter and Facebook and everywhere else has been like people are so like disappointed and devastated.
I mean, people really count down to that day.
Yeah, I mean it's a big deal, Like not gay myself, but I do support the Pride movement, and I'm always happy to see them celebrating and doing their thing and being themselves, and making the progress that they need to make. But yeah, De Blasio basically said that he can't, like, it's a gathering, and they can't, all June gatherings. It wasn't just Pride, the Puerto Rican Day Parade. They've all been.
I look forward to that day too.
Puerto Rican Day Parade.
Yes. Getting touched.
Does it have to do with the movie Centipede?
Basically.
Now I'm terrified of what that is. I'm referencing jokes to it, and I don't even know what it is.
You've really never seen it?
No, I've never seen it. No.
There's actually a part 2 as well.
Of course there is. Direct to video. Was that a direct to video part 2?
No.
There are some funny like responses on Twitter. Like one guy wrote, "What Pride canceled. This is going to devastate glitter sales." I thought that was cute.
True.
That was pretty cute. Yeah, I mean, it just sucks, you know? I mean, what are you going to do? I also feel like Governor Cuomo extended the pause till May 15th, but de Blasio just killed everything in June, and I feel like we go the way of the city no matter what. You know, the whole state does, so.
Well, the air show is canceled at Jones Beach as well.
Yeah, which, you know, that totally sucks because I felt like that was one that we probably could have done.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? Like if everybody would have just like parked in their cars or whatever, and I don't know, stayed 2 spaces apart, you probably kind of could have had the air show.
People go crazy for that over here too. So
yeah, and that's going to devastate glitter sales as well. So really, I'm worried about the glitter industry in a big, big way. Today is 420, and obviously, besides the bad news about Pride, it is Smoke 'em if you got 'em day. Big weed day, but there is a movement out there to try and turn 420 into Elon Musk day.
Why? But why?
Because Elon Musk is the pride of all nerds. Outside of Han Solo, people just love Elon Musk.
They really do.
It's a shame we don't have Frank here because he could clarify the difference. But the nerds love. I'm kind of an Elon Musk fan myself. I like the guy. Like, he just does crazy, outrageous crap. He just builds tunnels and, you know, starts space programs, and, you know, he's got the electric cars and everything. I think it's kind of cool, but I don't know if we're ever going to take 420 away from the stoners. Like, don't you think the stoners should be pissed about this?
No, they're like, who's Elon Musk?
And he did, like, smoke up on Rogan. Like, that was a big...
Oh.
Do you remember that?
I do.
Rogan got him to take a hit off a joint, which is fully legal in California, and everybody lost their mind. The stock tanked for like 3 days, and then it totally rebounded and like shot back up through the roof, and then everybody loved him again. But he was even able to handle a major, you know, pot stock scandal and not really give a crap.
Right.
I mean, I think he could get a day. I could see Elon Musk having a day. I mean, we give a day. We have National Horny Day. So, I mean, Can we say, like, if an inventor shouldn't have a day? I don't think we can make that call.
It's probably going to have to be a different day, though.
It's got to be a different day, you know? Because
it's also the anniversary of Columbine. So do people want to associate that with him as well?
No, it's not. Is today? Is Columbine? I
believe so.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, but there's, you know, April 22nd is Earth Day. Oh, so I think that's kind of part of it.
Oh, okay.
They have a National Drive Electric Week, September 26th to October 4th. That's kind of crazy. There is a National Bubble Wrap Day, this article points out. So why not have a National Elon Musk Day?
Ooh, fun fact. My last job, they pranked me while I put, bubble wrap all around my car.
Are you serious?
Not kidding you.
So would you like come out from work and then your car was just wrapped in bubble wrap?
Going home. I'm skipping to my car. Oh, okay. What happened to my car? Come closer. Completely wrapped in bubble wrap.
The big bubble wrap or the small bubble wrap?
The big one.
Or with the big bubbles?
Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious. Did you have to cut it all off?
I did.
Was everybody standing out there laughing at you as you were doing it?
Big clap.
That's hilarious. I love a place with good pranks.
Well, I got the person back
Oh, did you?
via Office when Jim pranks Dwight with his desk, and you know,
Stapler and Jello?
yes, well, not the stapler and Jello, but um, he tapes like everything by his desk that to look like a desk. Do you remember that one?
Oh, he like wraps it
Yeah,
up in
he
paper.
wraps it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when Dwight goes to sit down, it falls
There was
down.
nothing there. That's what you did?
I did it to this person, like literally everything on their desk, which they had a lot of. I wrapped, I think it was in Christmas paper.
That's really funny. I really honestly like haven't really worked at many places where pranks were like, I don't know. There wasn't like, there needs to be a fun enough vibe in the building to do pranks. And that's not, I haven't really worked at a place like that.
I have, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I would love to. It sounds like it's fun. Here's the crazy thing about Elon Musk, though, which I learned. He schedules his day out in 5-minute blocks.
Oh,
Did you know that?
no, that's crazy.
Isn't that insane? His entire day from start to finish is in 5-minute blocks. He constantly multitasks and he avoids phone calls just so it doesn't, so he doesn't take a misstep. I remember, like, I actually felt bad for him. If you listen to the Rogan podcast that he was on, I forgot what question Rogan asked him. He said something to him, but I think he said something like, "Could you relax?" or something like that, or, you know, your schedule's crazy, whatever he said. But Elon Musk literally said, like, I can't get my brain to stop for 2 seconds. And I felt so sorry for him because I feel like we've all been to that place where it's time to go to bed. You lay down and your mind's just running a mile a minute. You can't fall asleep. It's the most miserable feeling. Could you imagine having that 24/7, being at the intellect that he's at, where you're like constantly coming up with these brilliant, smart ideas? You know, he probably wants to start a new company every 10 seconds and he can't.
Oh, I got that.
Yeah, like, don't you,
Yeah.
like, I kind of like felt bad for the guy a little bit.
Yeah, no. That feeling is the worst feeling.
He finds time to sleep 6 hours a night despite working between 85 to 100 hours each week.
Oof.
The billionaire finds time to spend with his 5 children during the... He has 5 kids?
Oh, I didn't know that.
He looks like a young guy, too. Doesn't he have like a girlfriend? Or is he divorced? 5 is a lot.
That is.
Isn't
He made them all in less than 5 minutes each. 25 minutes it took to make those 5 children.
If you want to have a kid, I got 4.5 minutes left. Let's go. Let's go before my next meeting. That's hysterical. He finds time to spend with his 5 children during the work week, but said in 2013 he still checks his email when he is with them. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can never, ever stop. That's got to be so miserable.
How old is he?
I don't know. He's got to be in his 40s, maybe?
I thought he was younger than that.
He's like one of the most brilliant minds. Like, that's the insane thing. He is like one of the most brilliant minds, like, of our time.
No, it's true.
I feel like we need to get him help a little bit, like, so he can, like, get out there and figure things out. He might have been able to stop the Rona if he had 5 minutes to think on his own. You know what I'm saying? Instead of coming up with trucks and things of that nature.
That could drive themselves, right?
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, there's a New York Post article that says Elon Musk is tech COVIDiot #1 during coronavirus pandemic. So maybe he couldn't have saved us from Rona. Let's see what this says. He's 48, by the way.
Okay.
Tech bros, blah, blah, blah. See, this is why journalism sucks balls. It takes them till, like, paragraph 6 to get to the point. Here's a rundown of recent examples of him wildly throwing his opinions out there. March 6th, he said the coronavirus pandemic is dumb. That's no better than what anybody else is doing on Twitter, though, let's be honest. Maybe worth considering. March 16th, he tweeted, maybe worth considering chloroquine for C19. In some cases, treatment has okay. You know what? Here's the thing with all of this. This is why I'm not going to go through the rest of these. And this is not a defense of him. We all said some pretty stupid shit in the month of March that turned out to be wildly false.
Right.
Just a few weeks later, like nobody knew anything about this virus. So I'm going to skip this. Speaking of the virus and quarantine, I like this story. Ashton Kutcher and his wife, are they married?
They are married. 2 kids.
They got 2 kids?
Mm-hmm.
What's her name? Mila
Kunis.
Mila Kunis, who is, can I just say, Janine, one of the all-time underrated hotties in Hollywood.
Underrated, you think?
I think she's underrated. I feel like we have the list of like most beautiful people in Hollywood all the time, and she might be on that list, but I feel like she's not
close to one.
Like, who's the one? And Frankie C even named her last time, the blonde that everybody loves. She's a beauty. She was in That Thing You Do. She's in everything. Maleficent, I think she was in.
That Thing You Do.
Yeah, That Thing You Do was her first movie. Katherine Heigl is stuck in my head, but that's not her.
Oh, I hate her.
Charlize Theron.
Oh, okay, yes.
Charlize Theron is a natural beauty. I'll give you that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I feel like Mila Kunis doesn't get the credit that she deserves for being knock dead gorgeous.
You're probably right.
I'm definitely right. Don't question me on my own podcast, Janine. That's not. It's not how this works. Damn it. But what about this Ashton Kutcher? Because he got Demi Moore. Do you say Demi or Demi?
I say Demi.
He went from Demi Moore
Ugh.
to Mila Kunis. That's no, like, he stole Demi Moore and her children from Bruce Willis, then convinced Bruce Willis to like hang out at parties with him and be like that one happy family where it's like, hey, I'm banging your ex-wife. Then left that whole thing to go and start a family with Mila Kunis. I mean, this guy's got one hell of a record on him.
I found that whole thing very odd. Him and Demi.
Yeah? Yeah, of course. Who wouldn't find it odd? Like, hey, here's my wife's new boyfriend. Like, we hang out at parties and stuff.
What did she see in him? Because he's very goofy to me.
Ashton Kutcher?
Yeah.
Yeah. He is. Although I keep hearing things that he's like incredibly intelligent and he's like a philanthropist and like he's got like money, doesn't he?
He does.
I mean, when you look at his like career as an actor, it was like That 70s Show and like
that's it.
That was it. Like he was in the Steve Jobs movie that nobody cared about before the other guy did the Steve Jobs movie that everybody loved.
You're right. I mean, what else? I know he was very big into the Kabbalah movement, if you remember that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Just
I remember
nothing about him.
He gave like the most amazing speech during the Kids' Choice Awards a couple of years ago. I don't remember what he said, but I remember talking about it and being like, wow, this guy's like, I can't believe the guy from That 70s Show is like knocking everybody's socks off with this, like, get on out there and, you know, be a good person speech, especially for like the little kids and stuff. But I mean, outside of, he came in and saved the last year of 2.5 Men. Forgot about that.
Oh yeah, man.
But every one of his movies, all right, Just Married, I've watched.
Same here.
With the late Brittany, what was her name? Brittany something or other.
Brittany something, you're right.
Brittany Murphy? Brittany Howard?
Brittany Murphy.
Brittany Murphy. All right, that one was pretty good. Then he also had a movie called What Happens in Vegas, which I assume is Just Married with Cameron Diaz instead of Brittany Murphy. The Killers with Katherine Heigl, the aforementioned. And he did No Strings Attached with
Natalie Portman.
That
was actually not bad, that
movie. Was that good? You're a closeted Ashton Kutcher fan. Look at this.
Must be the goofiness. All right.
Oh, he did Dudes Where's My Car, but that didn't which was a stoner movie, but that didn't really hold up like in the folklore of stoners, did it?
No, but I felt like that movie was around for a while with, well, at least my group.
Dude,
Like,
where's my car?
oh,
Okay,
yes.
and he also did Guess Who with Bernie Mac, which actually is a friggin' awesome movie. That's one of
Oh
Bernie
yeah.
Mac's best.
Mm-hmm.
When he marries Bernie Mac's daughter, and Bernie Mac hates that he's white.
Yes.
Give me a racially tense, opposite races marrying each other movie with a funny person in it, and I'm in. It doesn't matter. I'm just totally there. Like, because Chris Rock and Adam Sandler just made the same exact movie, basically.
Oh yeah.
Like anytime where there's two kids from different racial backgrounds and the dads don't get along, I don't care. I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna laugh my ass off during the entire film. It's always gonna be a winner. In fact, I think they pitch those movies like that nowadays, where they're just like, I have an idea. Let's make the movie again where the two different racist people come together and the dads are hilarious. And they're like, all right, green light that shit.
But you made it 3 times in a row. That's
Yeah.
okay.
Doesn't matter. We'll get you a director. We'll get you a nice writer. It's going to be awesome. Go on your own. You got a greenlit film, my friend.
You got it.
But I mean, Ashton Kutcher, like I don't know. He's like, he's not the biggest movie star ever, but I feel like he sits on this plateau for this high up thing for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. But see, you just mentioned all these movies, and I pretty much saw all of them, but you don't remember him.
So you might be a closeted Kutcher fan, a Kutcherite.
Maybe.
That'd be nice. He did more. Butterfly Effect, A Lot Like Love.
That one I remember, and I love that one.
Do you?
I did.
That?
Was it 2000? Year 2000?
Yeah, I just feel like he doesn't. I don't know. I guess doesn't matter if I answer that or not. It doesn't feel like my confirmation or denial of that was going to make a difference. But yes, he's in that like late 90s to early 2000s, and then he just kind of stopped.
Dude, where's my car?
Just an
Oh
hour.
no, dude. Where is your car?
It's an hour and a half of him running around about the car. It's like enough with the car already. We get it. But he and Mila Kunis, his wife, and their 2 children, I guess, although I don't think they were in on the process of making this, have launched their own Corona wine. Actually, I shouldn't say that. It's quarantine wine.
I like it.
It is quarantine wine. If you go to officialquarantinewine.com, 100% of the proceeds go to COVID-19 response charities and grassroots efforts, whatever that means. I will say this. I like that they have like a blank label on the bottle. That's legitimately like how they like. It's like, here, you can write in whoever you want on the bottle.
Or draw things.
Right. Or draw things. What would you draw on the bottle, Janine?
Come on.
Do we want to hear Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher pitch the wine?
If you want to, sure.
All right. Here we are. Let's see.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
We are launching Quarantine Wine.
They are launching quarantine wine.
100%, that's right, 100% of the profits will go to a handful of charities that we have vetted for you and are so proud.
She even sounds hot, Janine. Can I just say, like, we don't give Mila enough credit for just being awesomely hot. And she's beautiful, too. Like, she's got no makeup on in the shot, but she's, like, still, like, a natural beauty. She's gorgeous.
Anything from feeding families that have fallen on hard times to supplying
PPE to frontline medical workers to helping small businesses and people that are in distress recover.
If you're interested, please go to
By the way, he keeps
wine.com or
he keeps cutting her off, and I think he's doing that because of the Michael Bublé thing. Did you hear about the Michael Bublé thing?
No.
Michael Bublé does a live every night with his wife. He does Instagram live with her. And the other night, he kind of like elbowed her. And it was like, did you hear about this?
I did. People went crazy over that, right?
It was a smidge on the aggressively awkward side. Like it was like this weird little thing that happened. And next thing I know, there's like this like global campaign for like
help her.
Yeah, like save Michael Bublé's wife. Like he's such a wife abuser. I was like, whoa. I was like, all right, the thing was a little awkward, but I don't know if he's like this massive like husband, wife abuser.
Domestic violence guy.
It was a little strange. And like the way people were tweeting, it was like there had been this just this history of behavior. And I was kind of like, if you can show me the history of behavior, I'll watch it. I'll take a look and see. I'll investigate. What else do I have to do? I'm do a podcast. That's what we're here for, to investigate these kinds of allegations. But there was nothing. People were just like, no, he's just horrible. I was like, felt a little weird there. So I think that's what they're doing by constantly cutting off one another.
Click on the link.
On his page.
There's a link. You can see there's a link.
And know that 100% of it, we had fun testing the wine, and it was delicious, but 100% of the profits will go to charities.
Charities. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Here's a toast to you.
Cheers.
And to everything you're doing.
Oh, and it's like an interactive wine, so you can quarantine wine with other people.
Oh yeah, and then share on your socials, and then just hashtag quarantine wine or hashtag social distancing. That'd be awesome.
Bye.
Cheers. Thanks for your show.
Cheers. You can't drink.
Well, I had to drink. I didn't drink. I got it on my lips. I just got it on my lips.
Why couldn't he? Is he sober or something?
I don't know.
I don't know why she said you can't drink.
Yeah, we got to figure that out.
That was a weird one. So, like, basically, on the day after the CDC comes out and says, hey, if you're a huge alcoholic, you have a better chance of getting COVID-19. Here come Mila and Ashton with their wine to save us all from COVID-19. So, that's it for timing right there.
Exactly. How can you not drink, though?
Have you been drinking a lot?
Mm-hmm. Listen, first, I've been pregnant the last 3 years.
That's true. You have been pregnant an awful lot of the time over the last number of years.
Exactly. So that's one.
Right.
And you just got to drink now, man.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like, what else can you do,
I don't even want to tell you. By the way, I don't know if anybody noticed this, but it was obvious to me. You know, when you're obviously doing something, you're like, oh my God, I'm going to so get caught doing this, but nobody cares because they're not tracking your life the way you are. Yesterday morning, I sent a text out to the group and I was like, the kids really miss like the other kids. I'm like, let's do a Zoom so all the kids can see each other. Look at your face. You're wondering what happened. So we were like, we knew it was going to get crummy yesterday afternoon and it was going to be super nice sort of in the early afternoon morning. So I'm like, let's get the kids out of the house and, let's spend our outside time early. So we did that. We were outside for way longer than we thought we were going to be. We come inside, we're going to like, all right, well, let's watch a movie and then we'll work out this Zoom thing. We had made cocktails for the live podcast the Saturday before. And we still had some like coconut mix and the pineapple juice. It was kind of going to go bad. So I was like, let's have a little cocktail while we watch the movie. My wife did not, but I got hammered so fast in the middle of the thing. Both the kids passed out. I passed out and literally just slept the whole afternoon away.
So that's why you broke all these little hearts yesterday that couldn't go on the Zoom call.
Basically. And there might have been a little afternooner in there snuck in between, which felt so wrong, but the kids had felt like we never get the chance to have the kids asleep at the same time in the middle of the day. But I passed out and Dee woke me up and literally my son was...
Wait, during?
What do you mean during? No, this is what happened. Both kids passed...
During the nooner?
Both... We put the movie on. I was sipping my cocktail. I was feeling great. We were like nibbling on like pizza roll. This is so embarrassing. Our appetizer choice was pizza rolls. It was like college all over again.
I know you burnt your mouth. Go ahead.
Day drinking and roof of the mouth burning and like the movie's going. We watched Aladdin, the live action one. My son falls asleep. I fell asleep before Cece fell asleep, my daughter. I wake up. Dee wakes me up and Cece is on the floor sleeping because she had refused to sleep. And you probably know this. The 2-year-old's the toughest. She just doesn't want to sleep. So she went down on the floor. She was like sleeping on the floor. So we picked her up and we put her on the couch. And then mom and dad got to spend some quality time together. And that was basically the end of that.
But isn't it exciting those times? It's like back at your parents' house. Hi, Mom.
Anytime aside from that, anytime, like when there have been times where the kids have fallen asleep like on us and we can't move them. And that's exciting. Just to have 5 minutes of quiet time to just talk to one another is like such a thrilling thing these days.
It's true.
So that was literally how the Sunday went for us. But yeah, there was some day drinking going on yesterday, which is like, I can't even remember when the last time it was.
I like that.
It was phenomenal. I mean, it was a little, I got to tell you, I mean, I was a little messed up for the rest of the day. Like, we could have probably done a Zoom call at like 7, 8 o'clock, but I was so like I couldn't be bothered with anything.
You were like, okay, give me another one.
Yeah. And that was literally because I kind of messed up the rum to pineapple juice ratio. So I put a little too much rum in the pina colada mix altogether. And that was it.
Oh, that sounds really good.
End of story. It was phenomenal. Speaking of drinking, here's what the Hurricanes by Me is now doing for curbside boozing. They are selling their booze in 32-ounce and 64-ounce buckets.
Oh, I like that.
A little free plug for Hurricanes here in Manorville, New York. So if you want to get like Voodoo Juice or a Bahama Mama, a Bay Breeze or a Rum Punch, $24.99 in a 64-ounce pitcher.
That's good to me.
That sounds really good, does it not?
Actually, some restaurants near here too doing the same thing.
In buckets?
Quarts. So yeah, buckets.
There's another place that I go to. You ever go to Rudy's? And I haven't been in a while, but have you ever gone to Rudy's in Patchogue?
Rudy's? No, what is that?
Yeah, Rudy's in Patchogue. They're doing it's just great. They're like a great, like just good bar restaurant, like like a bar, you know.
Right.
And they're doing here, let me bring it up for you. Adult Capri Suns, and one of them is Tiger King lemonade and twisted tea.
Oh, okay. I need to go there for that. Just for that.
And they're doing a quarantine and chill, which is pretty good. Yeah. So, and they're doing these like, but they're like in these like packs. So like a Capri Sun pack almost. So
there's another place around here doing the same thing with Capri Suns.
Really?
Like adult ones.
Like an adult one. They're doing rum punch ice pops too.
Oh.
Yeah. $4 for a rum punch ice pop. Some places know what to do. Like some places are adapting to this very, very well.
Well, the thing is, the better the specials, the better their sales will go. So
yeah, and I also feel like the more creative, because some people are like, oh, just order takeout from us. Whereas like some of these places are really putting their creativity together to get people to come in and to make that order happen. And that's, you know.
In fact, I got 2 different kinds of margaritas to go the other night.
Did you?
And Gaetano got rum punch.
Nice.
Oh, I mean, all really good.
With your takeout, they were good.
Actually,
you didn't order any food.
No.
You just ordered booze. You had somebody.
That's it.
Did you take it out or did you have it delivered?
I took it out. I said when I called in to order, I said, "Can I just get drinks?" And they were like, "Yeah, no problem." I was like, "Okay." Nice. Because we ordered Mexican from one place and then the drinks from another place.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Why, you couldn't try? Oh, because one place didn't serve alcohol? Is that what it is?
Correct. The Mexican place does not have an alcohol license.
Nice. I see.
So.
Hey, that's MVP move right there. You guys might be quarantined.
We know what we're doing.
Yeah, okay? Seriously. That's not a rookie. That's a veteran move right there. I like that a lot.
They're about a mile apart from each other, but I was like, I'll go out and get this. I don't care. Very good.
It's not a bad move. I think we're gonna order a bucket of booze, just because.
Let me know how they are, because we have a Hurricanes right over here too. I'm sure they're running the same deal.
I wonder if they are. Somebody told me that the guy who owns our Hurricanes is like super special, like really like community driven, like super nice.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
Yeah. My father's FaceTiming me.
Is he?
You want to hear this?
Oh boy.
I don't know if he'll be able to hear you. Hey, I'm recording a podcast.
2 seconds.
Everybody's gonna hear it.
Forget it.
Okay, I'll call you right back in 2 minutes.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye.
I'm chicken.
Anthony, where'd you get that Cialis from last time? That's exactly what he was going to ask you.
That was not what he was gonna ask.
Okay.
It was bad timing that he buzzed in right after. Here's the problem too. See, with this podcast now, for the first time ever in my life, my niece just friended me on Facebook. So I'm not, it's gonna change the dynamics of everything. I think I'm gonna block her.
Yeah, you could. So
I can't have her knowing who Uncle Anthony really is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's gonna be a problem, Janine.
Oh, I know.
I also am thinking about ordering Chinese food from a place that's like a half hour away from me, because it's the only place that's open.
In Patchogue?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bird and Bow.
Okay.
Do you know about them?
I heard of them, but I'm not a big Chinese person.
Yeah, it's not. They do the bao buns, so I don't. I don't know exactly. Like they think they're like a fusion place, I guess. I don't know, but
that I like.
We went there. It was phenomenal. It was so good.
Oh, maybe I'll have to go there too. I mean, that's only 20 minutes from me, so.
Yeah, and they're doing the curbside thing and everything, so it's not like they're not making session. I don't know, whatever fried rice. They're not making that like traditional stuff, but they got all this stuff. Their chicken is so good. I think you can just order the chicken without the bun. And they have like a noodle thing. So I think we're gonna try, and I just miss that food so much. I don't know. I'm like dying for some of that stuff.
I know we've been just like taking out like Mexican and pizza, Italian a little bit, but
We've only done pizza. That's it.
That's it.
Everything else we've been making here.
I know it just gets too much for me. Plus, take away alcohol.
You can't argue with takeaway booze.
No, you can't.
It's the best, especially when it comes in a bucket. I just want to drink out of a bucket. I just want to feel like I'm in Vegas again.
Exactly. One of those long things. Oh no, hopefully nobody tunes in right now. That's me doing this.
There's our gift for later. All right, Janine, anything else before we go?
Oh, happy Monday. I mean,
I guess so.
5 more days of this. And then 2 more days. And then 5 more days. And then 2 more days.
And like 6 more weeks of 5 more days. We're going to June. I mean, I feel like in New York, we're going to June easily here.
It's like
Easily.
No.
And here's the thing. It's only going to get better with the conspiracy theorists and the people who think this is all BS, and they're going to be out there protesting in 2 weeks.
That is a subject for our next show.
Oh my goodness, these people. It's like the flat earthers. Like they got off the flat earth thing and they're like, oh, even better. I can make an asshole out of myself this way.
The earth is flat.
They're just running around. I saw one of a guy who was like, COVID is a conspiracy, and he was literally wearing a mask. It's like, guy, you got to pick a side. You can't do both. You can't do both. You know?
All right, that's for our next show.
Next show. You're good? Nothing else from Janine, from J Sabs?
Nothing else here.
I love it. All right, we're off to order some buckets of booze. You guys have yourselves a great day. Thanks so much for listening. Of course, we're on all the major podcast networks that you can find. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn. Everywhere podcasts are available. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, make sure you rate and review, and you can watch the show on Facebook and YouTube. Grab links everywhere at anthonyonair.com. Have a great day.
Bye.